everyone, it's Krista and I've got Raphael here today, and today I'm going to do a riding journal vlog, so it might be long and boring. I originally had planned to put these on another channel which I created, and then I figured, you know what, my channel is not doing that great anyway. It's pretty small. Thank you, 85 subscribers. Very happy to have you, and hopefully this will be of interest to you. This format is a little bit longer, maybe more boring. I'm going to try to do less editing in these and just focus on my riding. And the main point of this actually was for two things. The first one is that I want to keep a journal of my riding for myself. And the other one is that I've been using this Pivo device. I'm going to be trying to record my settings on each one of these types of rides and see how well it tracks my ride. It is a little bit of finicky. It's been a good, but it's, you know, it's cheaper than some of the other tracking devices out there, and it works reasonably well. Today I have it on, I took the Predictive follow off and I put it at the end of my arena instead of the middle. I noticed when I came out here it was kind of focusing on Ollie over here, so I may have to deal with that a little bit. Doesn't seem to be, well, maybe it is a little bit. It's not swaying as much. I think the Predictive follow is what's causing it to sway a little bit, but we'll see how that goes. And then it's on horse beta, of course. Put on airplane mode, I put it on landscape mode, all the things that the Pivo community site has told me to do, I think. And we're just going to go from here. So, Raphael I have not worked with. He's the horse that I was working with when I broke my hand. I broke it on his face. If you've watched some of the other videos I've done with him, he has this problem. We're not sure if it's what it is, but I mean, he's had it his whole life, and it's probably a training problem on my part, and I didn't train him correctly at the beginning. But he also seems to have this kind of swaying head thing, and we're wondering if maybe he has a little bit of a neurologic problem, maybe. And so since that time, I haven't really worked with him. I've had my hand in a splint for about 6 weeks. And this is the first time I've really worked with him since I've got the splint off, and I'm gonna just have to be careful with him. So that's a reminder. He seems a little sore on his stifle. He has a stifle problem. So as far as the workout today, I'm not going to make it a big workout. Want to work a little bit on his suppleness, but not to the extent that I'm going to cause him stifle. So I probably won't be doing any shoulder ends or anything of that nature. If I do any kind of suppling exercises for that stifle, I will probably just do them at the walk. And so here we go from now. Here, I'm going to start out with this Buck Brannaman exercise called the half-circle exercise. This might put a little stress on his stifle, I'm not sure. And I learned this exercise from a Buck Brannaman mentee. I'm not going to mention her name because I probably will just completely butcher this exercise. And I don't know if she wants to be associated with me, but we're gonna work on it. I've got this little flag here. Yesterday I had a big long lunge whip that was putting some stress on my left hand. This is a nice light flag. It's just fun to own. You know, I bought it. I probably didn't need it. I probably could do the same exercise with a lunge whip. This is a nice, it has a nice firm shaft, which I like. I've had other types of flags and they have little flimsy shafts, so this one has a pretty nice stiff shaft, and I can put a link in the description below. It won't be an affiliate link. I'm not affiliated with these guys, I don't think, but so it's not a sponsored video, guys. Pivo is not sponsoring this. This flag is not sponsoring this. So I should be able to put this on any of those Facebook sites that say, sorry, no advertising. So here we go. Gonna start out with this exercise, then we'll go move into the riding part. Gonna get him, oh, the other thing I forgot to do. Okay, I have a little recording device here too, which I'm going to use, and I'm gonna try to sync up. Yeah. Oops, I have to turn it on first. Okay. We're going to try to sync up this audio here. Yesterday I had my Rode Go mic for the audio, and what happened was it's a great little mic, but it cut out a bit when I was not facing it. It has to have a direct line to the receiver. So in this case I'm going to use this little Sony mic and or a Sony recorder thing, and then I will try to sync up the audio post protection. So we'll go here. Hopefully my audio will sync up with this video. So again, I try to always keep him bent in the direction of the circle. Let's see, this is his right side. So bad stifle here. Might not have as much bending on this side. I trotted him around a little bit, and I thought maybe he might have been a little bit off on this right side here. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the flag over. He knows this exercise pretty well. Do a couple of circles to start. Again, try to keep him arced in the direction of the circle to the inside. And yeah, he knows this exercise pretty good, and I'm being a little bit uncoordinated here. There you go. So with this exercise, you just walk them and you try to stay coordinated with the flag and the rope. If you watched my video yesterday, I had this big, long lunge whip, and I was just looking pretty klutzy. So this, I have a shorter lunge line here. This is a 15-foot rope that I got off of Naughty Girls, I think. I like the 15-foot rope. I can, you know, it's not like it's dragging on the ground or anything. Still holding it accordion style. And this little flag is really nice in my hand. It's light. If I need to up the pressure with it, I can just flop it around a little bit. He's pretty good with the flag. If your horse is not used to a flag, I would recommend maybe working with it a little bit before you do this. But he's doing okay. So I'm going to just trot him around. So with these horses that, you know, are not real push button, I just kind of lunge him a little bit to see how they're moving. He's a little stiff here, as you can see. This is his left side. He has very straight back legs. That's a conformational problem, and because of that, he does not have the best stifles and the best hocks. Okay. And then on the side. So Raphael is a thoroughbred. He's got nice big feet for a thoroughbred. He's kind of a big, stocky type buck passer breeding, which is better than those really light boned thoroughbreds, I think. But you know, here you can kind of see the stifle is a little bothering him. So we're probably going to just do mostly walk today. I just slowed him down. And I got to put the bridle on. See if you can trot a little bit, you know. Yeah, I can see that his stifle might be bothering him a little bit. Looks like it. Looks a little funky. So, yeah, let me go ahead and put his bridle on. We're just going to do mostly walk. And goals for this ride, I have new footing. It's pretty deep, which might be causing a little bit of stress on him. Goals for this ride are basically just getting him up more supple, I think. As you can see, I don't know if you guys can see me. I'm way over at the other end here. And I can blow up this video a little bit. I don't know if the quality of the picture will be that great, but he is a little bit short coupled. And that's why for him, flexion is really important, suppleness, because he has this compact body. So that's what I'm going to work on with him. I'm not going to do even much trotting, I don't think. Okay, so I have a treat today. I just don't want to fuss with him too much with the bridle. Okay, hold on, buddy. I'll get this in first, and then you can help us. Thank you. Yeah, I don't want to have any bridling drama today. So, as you can see, these horses, him and Tucker, I always do this with the bridle here. I bridle them over the halter, and then I just take the halter on underneath. Okay, I'm on, and yeah, he's feeling a little bit funky today. So I think I'm just gonna walk. So far the Pivo seems to be doing pretty good. We'll just walk a little bit on suppleness, and I think it's gonna be a short ride with him. Goals for this ride: try to get a little bit more suppleness through the back, which, you know, if he's having a pain issue, that might be difficult with a stifle. Sometimes they can, you know, get a little supple, work through some stuff, you know, but I don't want to press it too hard. And I know he has, my vet has told me he has angry stifles, and we did inject it at one point, but he looks a little funky today, so we'll just try to do very light work. There we go. And so I try to get him to reach, to stretch like I do with Tucker. Because he's thoroughbred, he actually kind of feels better in my hands than Tucker does. He has a shorter neck. Some people say they have more of a hammerhead neck, the thoroughbreds, so they can't stretch. You know, they just feel like you have more horse in your hand, which is nice, I think. So I'm getting him to stretch along his back here. All my horses have some soundness stuff going on, so I just always have to be aware of that. And since I have 4 horses, I can't always drag them to the vet all the time. I've got 2 in the queue right now, and 2 that are going next Friday to see a lameness specialist, and then the other 2, whenever I can get to them. But I'm gonna just do, you know, some just mostly slight stuff. With these horses that have some issues, I think it's really important to just, you know, be aware. I mean, I'm old too, and I have my own issues. I know, to me, I feel better when I do exercise. So it does kind of help me work through some of the stuff. Pilates has been really great for that. So I kind of do horse Pilates with these guys and just try to take it fairly easy with them. Okay, good boy. Good. So he's stretching a little bit more, which is nice. This is to the left. Let's see, the right, he has a problem on the right stifle. I can do a little leg yield with him, which will help him kind of mobilize his pelvis a little bit more, but I don't want to do too much, because if I do too much, it might, he might have some pain issues there. So just gradual work. So again, I tend to hold my hands a bit wide and my reins long, but I'm trying to get him to stretch. So here I'm going to do a little bit of a leg yield. He's a little bit coming through the left shoulder here. It didn't feel too bad for a horse that has a bad stifle. Okay, I'm going to do a little counterflex here. I really like doing a little bit of pole exercises here. You can get a little bit of suppleness and bend without having to have the horse, you know, doing drastic bends. Yeah, so boy. Good. And we'll just take a nice walk around the arena here. Okay, so I'm going to work, since I can't really do a whole lot with him today, I'll work on my position a bit. One thing I noticed on my last ride, oh, thanks, now he's pooping, is, again, I had the notorious chair seat on the right side. So what I'm going to try to do here is put a little bit more weight, keep this hip a little bit more forward, and have kind of a kneel position on this side, and see if I can snug this thigh up a bit and support my upper body through my thighs just a bit. As you see, when I do that, then I can keep my lower leg in pretty good alignment with the shoulder hip hill. I just have to keep my head up. Your shoulder hip hill. Okay, buddy, we're going to go around a circle here. So, you know, if you can't do a whole lot with big gaits, you can always work on your position. You know, as long as you're not on a... He's not as spooky as Tucker is. He can be a little opinionated, obviously. But, so I'm going to let him stretch here. We're going to try to bend him a little bit. See, this is his better stifle, so if I can bend him a little bit, maybe a little bit out. So just when I get resistances, I have to just make sure, you know, if he's working through something mentally or physically. Good. And again, I keep my hands a little bit wide here. So I'm pretty happy with Pivo. Seems like it's working pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and we'll practice a few halts maybe. It's always good. Your horse doesn't have to be super athletic to practice halts.
So he's stretching, and we're just going to halt him. Okay, good. He doesn't like to halt. Then he gets a little, yeah. Oh, so he's kind of doing the Tucker thing, itching his foot, right? Okay. So if I try to do a rein back, he doesn't like to do rein backs. Yeah. A lot of this head flippy thing, it can originate from back here. What a good rein back does is it puts them on their hind end. So if he has any things going on with the hind end, that can affect his contact in the head. How about just a step back? He doesn't want to do it. There we go. So I just soften him. It's good. Okay, so he's not, he's a little bracy here. I try to not pull totally consistency. I try to keep a little bit of feel in the rein so I can know when to release. Okay, I am going to try a little trot with him. We'll start on the left, and then we'll work on the right. If he's really off, I'm going to stop. Or if I feel he's really off, we'll see what he looks like in the video too. But that's a boy. Okay, so I'm going to just start. It's kind of slow, but the slower it is, it's probably going to be harder for him. So we'll just see what he can do. Sometimes these older horses, he's 16. I know he doesn't act it, but he is. They're stiff when they start out, and then they work through stuff. Just like we do. So again, I just keep him stretching down. He has more of a downhill build than Tucker. Him and Wiley are kind of the same, out of the same mold. That's basically a thoroughbred. So I'm going to feel how this feels on the right. Again, I'm going to try to kneel a bit. Not going to do any canter with him today. Just sitting to see if he feels pretty even. He doesn't feel too bad, actually. But I noticed when I was lunging him, he looked a little wonky on this side. A little bit of a serpentine. Okay, so with this bending here, I think the other thing I wanted to do, work on the last video I did with my elbows. I tend to straighten my elbows and get it a little bit bracy in my hands. And then my reins are too long, and then I start doing this funky stuff with my hands, curving them in, not making sure I have a straight line from the elbow to the bit. Okay, more stretch here. See if I can push him a little bit. This is to the right. Yeah, so this is his bad side. I don't know. Pivo seems to be on me, but it just hasn't really moved that much. So maybe it just quit. I don't know. Okay, so let's try on the side. I'm going to go down the long side here. And I'm going to do a little bit shoulder fore on this side. This is the left. He has easier time on this side. Yeah, I think Pivo's still tracking me good. He's a little stretched. And on the forehand, I'm not going to really try to get him too much on the hindquarters today because the stifle thing. So we'll try on this side. I'm going to go a little bit here across the diagonal. And we'll try a little bit shoulder fore on the right. See how he does. He feels he's loosening up a little bit. So a little bit shoulder fore. Yeah. So he's not totally straight here, but he's doing okay. I mean, he doesn't fit. Usually if he's really not feeling good, oops. Okay, I think Pivo decided Ollie was more interesting than Raphael here. So let's see if I can get my Pivo back. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to try to swing this around. Okay, let's see if I can. Are you following? Yeah, I think I got it. If you're working with one of these, you can work with the remote, but I just find it's a lot easier just to connect with my horse because I have to pull the remote out and fumble with the controls and stuff, and then I lose my focus on my horse. You know, when we're riding, and if you guys are from Pivo, just a little hint of horse equestrian preferences, I guess, is I do not like to fumble with a lot of technical stuff. I would rather focus on my horse, especially if my horse is a little spooky, because, you know, I have to stay focused on the horse. So the less I have to fumble with the technical devices, the better. Okay, so there we go. Good boy. There we go. He's very light here, so he puts more weight on the left hind leg than the right, of course. Yeah, this is not too bad, actually. He feels a little bit more light and balanced here. Yeah, he feels better as I go along. That's why, you know, if my horses are a little off, sometimes I don't just rule out working with them, because sometimes this helps them just to move. He actually feels really good here. Yeah, he feels nice, I think. I don't know. We'll see in the video. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. I feel like I worked through something with his back end. I don't want to push it too hard. He might be a little sore tomorrow, so I'm going to give him a break tomorrow and see where he is. But if I can, strengthen the muscles in his stifle. I know he has a bad stifle joint, but if he can get stronger around that stifle joint, he will be able to protect it a little bit better, and he will get stronger there. So that's my thoughts on this ride today. Thank you all for joining me. Comment below, let me know if you like this new format with the riding journal type of stuff. I know it's going to be helpful for me because I can reference it and see how my horses are moving. And the reason why I wanted to put it on YouTube is so that I could access it anywhere. And I was going to actually do it on a separate channel, and then I thought, well, what the heck. My channel is pretty much a hodgepodge anyway, so I'm going to just put it on there. So if you enjoy it and you think you might like more videos like this, feel free to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to receive notifications every time I post a new video. I also do kind of budget-oriented equestrian videos and time management videos for the fact that I have more horses than I really need. So thanks again, stay inspired, and I will see you in the next video. Good job, buddy. Okay.